Welcome to the Enchiridion Notion Template Business Edition with dashboard features. We've got our mental reset sequence at the top like a school motto. You've got your day-to-day view with the first database being your focus for the day, where you can, say not today, Satan to pages, and it backlogs it on the side where you can bring them back when you have time. They could be quests, badges, you could get cherries for effort, and gems for goals and outcomes. You got your morning routine and evening routine down here, where, there we go. If you do the entire morning routine and evening routine, you get a flame, and it should go up each day. You've got your, there is a doorway, you can click it, it takes you to a hidden page. It only appears when you have both flames. At certain times of the day, the cherries will appear next to certain things, indicating to do it. And you can change the times in this view over here. And then mindfulness, you've got a sort of human operating system guided meditation in here where you can, prune your faults and your virtues through this meditation. It's a bit of a guide. The fitness is pretty great. You've got some options, like you can change the sets and reps, the difficulty by changing the level, so they will go up. You can say work out from home. And I think most importantly, you can start with bed yoga. Before you even get into like proper yoga, we can just start with bed yoga and work our way up. Okay, and then you've got some other stats here. You can give yourself a gold star. You can review how you're feeling, and it sort of creates like an emoji timeline here. You can see your upcoming goals, also other goals, and then your graph of progress recently. Apparently I'm doing really well today. I'm trying to finish the last portion of this huge project. This video is really the final step. We then have our calendar. When we open the backlog, we can drag and drop. If it says paused, for instance, you can drag and drop it here and it will be turned to no status and appear on your focus for the day on that day, although it's actually showing a bit early, so I'll fix that. There we go. Okay, so it will now show only on that day. And then we've got our graphs here. We can see two graphs, although they're not looking happy. Let's see what happens if we do a task. Come on. Hold on. There we go, that's better. So now we can see our cherry progress and gem progress, although it's not showing some for the history because I've deleted some of my KPI pages for the template. Here we'll be able to have all of our goals. I'll try to put some example ones in here for the final template. Here would be your master plans. You can scheme like a villain. Here you've got your badges you can collect. So yes, badges you can collect and quests you can collect. As you achieve these quests, they will actually show over here, attached here. In this reflection section, you can reflect on your weeks. They will actually show here. They're not showing right now because they aren't any. As I said, I deleted the week pages. It's calculating your gems, cherries. This might be 0 or something when you first download this. But as you go up in stats, you'll go up in title and rank. And you can use those to build on top of the system with more features if you like, or I might in the future. You can also see the badges you've collected here, the total knowledge repository stats, and also more detailed knowledge repository stats, how many vacation days you have, and you can take a vacation day if it's not a day off. Here you can sort of review on your personal character traits and things. Here you can sort of see your week stats, and here you can see your personal history and create letters to yourself and stuff. Alright, so then this whole section allows you to really focus on yourself without getting distracted by projects and, you know, knowledge repositories and stuff. But then when you do want to focus on projects, you've got a section so that your personal life doesn't distract you from the project, right? You can see how many things are in each stage, and currently I am working on this section. So I would have this here, and I got my prompts on the side here to access quickly if I need to use them. And then when I am done working on knowledge without theme, aesthetic, genre, style, romanticism, right? I am a rational thinker, so we do it rationally here. Then, because our audience doesn't need that process, you know, that's part of the development process. To display it well, we have an entire mood board section where you can develop themes, aesthetics, sort of the other side of intelligence, which will obviously be very useful for you to, you know, use and apply to everything you develop, as it or does eventually become your wiki, which you would make free or public online. There is a top-down rational hierarchy of knowledge. There's some example pages in here that I've just left for you guys. Go ahead and delete them if you like. The easiest way would to just go into the back end where you can get the actual databases, because this is just a dashboard for you, and you can delete whatever you don't want from there. But I have left the most important papers of the book, or of the wiki, and they also have YouTube Notebook LM video overviews embedded in there for your convenience and satisfaction. Here in the settings section, we can change the difficulty. So as you can see, your level at medium is 27. If you change it to easy, you'll be a higher level, and if you change it to hardcore, you'll be a lower level. So just basically dictates how quickly you go up in level and rank and everything else. And you can choose what days are your days off, how often you get a vacation day, and you can reset your streaks and stuff here if you need to for whatever reason. There's other database options here, so you might want to edit or add properties. This is a good place to see all of them. Okay, so yeah, when you are working on projects, you do have your Pomodoro timer with little rings. It's got audio functionality, which is cool. And you have your whatever music you want to listen to. So you can do work here very streamlined, and it's actually quite enjoyable. At the bottom we have our inboxes here. So this, I might get rid of this. This was notes from Discord. So if people leave messages on things in a Discord server, they just show up here instead. I was experimenting. I don't know if it's that practical. I don't know if it's that useful. But the idea is here, you can, when you type notes at the bottom, you can drag and drop these, create a page and drag and drop them into that page, and then relate it to a task in the wiki. And then from that page, when you have it here, it would show the notes attached to it. And you can even ask AI, hey, can you please integrate the notes from this page into that page? And it does it really, really easily. Okay, that is pretty much the whole system. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe, support me on Patreon or something if you can. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye.